And welcome to the B side, where we talk about Bond shit that may not be the movies. And today, we're going to get to know one of our friendly or maybe not so friendly members. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm Justin, 37, originally from Powder Springs, Georgia. I've got two kids, uh, no longer married. I plan to keep it that way. I'm loving this life. But yeah, that's me.
Fair enough. So, sir, what is your taste in movies? Generally, anyway.
Um, Generally, I like action movies, horror. I do like a little sci-fi, as long as it's not too over the top. But yeah, that's kind of the wheelhouse I'll stay in. I mean, I pretty much watch anything, but um, except for rom coms. I believe someone before uh, was asked about that. But yeah, no, I won't watch rom coms. Um, yeah,
What about like non comedy romance?
only if I'm trying to get laid. I'll be watching it with someone that is wanting to watch it. It won't be because I did, and
All
that'll be my reward afterwards.
right, all right. Well, who would you say is your favorite actor?
Actor, man, it jumps around. Uh, Recently, I watched, I think it was like John Q or something. So I would say right now, it's Denzel, but it wasn't. It's not all. It changes up. Depends on what I watch, how it affects me, and and if I think about that actor's career. But he's had a pretty long career of successful movies, so I'll go with him for now.
He's definitely a great actor.
Yeah.
What about actress?
Actress, um, I'm. Uh, I'm not. I'm thinking of actress as we think of Bond girls, at least how we're supposed to. So I'm gonna go with Charlize Theron.
Okay.
She's very attractive, and I like things that she's in, except for Monster.
I was gonna say,
She's
have you seen
not
Monster?
good in that. I've seen Monster, and it broke my heart seeing her that bad. But
They
she
did
is
a
very
wonderful
attractive.
job uglying her up in that movie.
Yeah,
I don't know how they did it.
I don't know either, but she's a very beautiful woman.
So that being said, what about your all-time favorite movie?
My all-time favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Days Off.
Wow,
I
wow.
love that movie. I mean, I'm a fan of the John Hughes movies, um, but that one I know I've watched 20 plus times. If it was when I would turn on the TV and it's on TV, I don't care where it is. It could be 10 minutes before it's ending. I'm gonna watch it. I do own the movie, of course, myself, but still, it's something that I could go back to and watch anytime.
So what part of that does it for you? Like what makes it so great for you?
It's just the whole premise of skipping school, getting away with it. When I saw this movie, of course, I was a kid. I didn't skip school. I was too afraid of my mom, but I liked the. It was a fantasy that this kid was living out that I wanted to be a part of. That's like the perfect day. If you're gonna skip school and you have all these things happen to you, that's you'd want it to happen like that. It was a perfect day for me.
So when I think of Ferris Bueller's Day Off, which I also like, I also kind of put it in the same category as like Breakfast Club. Are you a Breakfast
Breakfast
Club
Club.
guy?
I love Breakfast Club. I can watch that too. I can You can turn it on and I'll sit through and watch it. It's good stuff.
All right, all right. So along the same lines here, move on from the movies. What's your all-time favorite TV show?
Ooh, that's a that requires some real thought because I do like a lot of TV shows. I'm thinking of stuff I watched as a kid versus stuff I watch now. Um, I'd have to say it's it's kind of like I'm kind of right now I'm at Big Bang Theory, and
Hmm.
that's only because I'm watching it now, like the later seasons for the first time. I've seen most of them, but I'm starting to watch a lot of the later stuff, and I remember, why I liked it in the first place. It was pretty cool and smart and stupid at the same time. So it's good stuff.
Well, you mentioned your childhood. What do you think your favorite TV show was when you were a teenager?
I was a teenager. Oh shit. Seventh Heaven, Dawson's Creek. I like those.
Oh, okay.
It was, yeah.
No
It's
shame in
about as
that. No.
Dawson's Creek is about as romancy as you'll see me get with stuff. So it was stuff like I watched a lot of those WB shows.
Yeah.
That they were popular. Seventh Heaven, and probably I could go back and watch that now. I mean, it has a very very attractive young lady by the name of Jessica Biel on
Mm.
there. Um, yeah.
All right. Well, I think move on from that aspect of things, get a little bit more personal again. Um, can you give us a little insight into your education career?
Um, Career wise, uh, basically, I would sum it up as uh, a teacher almost. It's not, in the teaching field, but most of my job is teaching, which is teaching life skills to kids that might not have had the opportunities that I had growing up. So I also work at a place. It's called Chaddock, um, where we, you can look that up yourself if you don't know where it is. I don't want to get into too much detail. Um, but as far as my education background, I did complete high school and 2 years of college. Went to St. Paul's. It's in Lawrenceville, Virginia. Um, Actually, I believe they're no longer around.
Hmm.
So
There's a lot of that recently.
yeah, yeah, they lost a lot of money. But yep, I mean that's in a nutshell. It's where I am.
What about hobbies and interests outside of movies and TV shows?
Um, I love basketball. It's probably my favorite sport. I mean, I like a lot of sports. Basketball is always number one. Um, it is a sport I grew up playing, so I know it. I know it better than the other things. Um, I'm not a big gamer like I used to be, but I'll pick up the sticks now and then. Certain games pique my interest. So
All right. And a big one here is what's your drink of choice?
my drink of choice. Well, right now, it's probably the fault of some of our other hosts here. But right now, I'm drinking a lot of ciders. So I'm gonna go with I like ciders. I mean I've always liked them, but I'm drinking them more now than I have in a little bit recent memory. So that's where I'm at.
We're we're not coming off great in the whole drinks department here.
Oh, we like some weak drinks around here.
Um, but is there anything else you want the listeners or fans to know about Justin?
Well, uh, as far as the bond stuff, I mean we'll probably get into other stuff later on down the line, but the main reason that we kind of started this is to talk about Bond stuff, and I've always been a huge fan of James Bond movies. I Those are things I watched as a kid, still watch as an adult. Even the ones that aren't well received by us or even critics, I'll still, if they're on, I'll still watch them. It's just because James Bond himself is someone that you really do wish you could be. I guess if you're a man, you see James Bond is like, man, I really wish I was that cool. Like I could do the things that he does. And yeah.
All right. Well, tune in for more episodes, regular and B side, to see more of Justin. And thanks for tuning in to the B side.